the problem became my pressure. High blood pressure and diabetes is in my family's history.
The ZNS Health Zone, Monday, March 25th at 9 p.m. Don't miss it.
Imagine your favorite dish being cooked right before your eyes. Use your imagination and savor the flavor. Do you smell it? Can you taste it? Hold that thought. We have the right show just for you. Wednesdays at 8:30 p.m. and Fridays at 2 p.m. Dishing it up. Right here on the ZNS Network. Because only the sun covers the Bahamas better.
What you see on this television station is governed by IRCA's Code of Practice for Content Regulation. The Code of Practice covers matters relating to program content that are of concern to the community, such as local content, news, current affairs, and programs for children, advertising, including political advertisements, and the responsibilities associated with broadcasting in the Bahamas. The code also covers aspects such as access services for the hearing and visually impaired, and the procedure for lodging a complaint about anything broadcasted by this television station. The code is available on IRCA's website at www.ircabahamas.bs. To receive a copy of the code by mail or in person, you may telephone IRCA at 242-393-0234. Family Island dialing is toll-free at 242-300-8722. Or you may send a request by email to info@ircabahamas.bs.
There's a spark of greatness in each of us. That spark is called personality. Individual gifts and talents provide the fuel to set that spark ablaze. Each child has the right to an education which values their personality and nurtures their talents, while teaching them to be respectful to their parents and their cultures.
Imagine your favorite dish being cooked right before your eyes. Use your imagination and savor the flavor. Do you smell it? Can you taste it? Hold that thought. We have the right show just for you. Wednesdays at 8:30 p.m. and Fridays at 2 p.m. Dishing it up. Right here on the ZNS Network. Because only the sun covers the Bahamas better.
The thought of colon cancer never really crossed my mind until 2019, when a very good friend of mine was diagnosed with stage 4 colon cancer. I was shocked. Everybody was shocked because he was a picture of perfect health. He was young, athletic, successful, and full of life. Many of us are still in disbelief. I started to question my own health because if it happened to him, surely it could happen to me. Then came the fear, the anxiety, and everything else in between. Facing your own mortality is very sobering. But for me, I decided right then to have a colonoscopy, and I'm glad I did.
Colon cancer is the third most common cancer diagnosed in Bahamian men and women. Fortunately, almost all colon cancers are preventable. A colonoscopy or some other appropriate form of colon cancer screening is recommended for everyone over the age of 45. During a colonoscopy, we can detect and remove colon polyps that may grow and later become colon cancers. Don't wait until you develop symptoms, such as blood in your stool, abdominal pain, a significant change in your bowel habits, or unintentional weight loss.
What you see on this television station is governed by IRCA's Code of Practice for Content Regulation. The Code of Practice covers matters relating to program content that are of concern to the community, such as local content, news, current affairs, and programs for children, advertising, including political
You're watching the ZNS Network, the People's Station.
Coming up in the news, the search intensifies for a missing 80-year-old man. Also, Grand Bahama bids farewell to an iconic building in downtown Freeport. Plus, a young woman fears losing her sight. Tonight, she is seeking your help. The Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition, starts now.
This is the Bahamas Tonight Northern Edition.
This is the Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition. Good evening all, I'm Azure Quant. Thank you so much for tuning in. Topping the news this evening as the Grand Bahama community bids farewell to the iconic international building of the downtown Kipling complex. Anticipation builds. The demolition of this historic structure serving as a pivotal step towards the creation of a vibrant new campus for the University of the Bahamas. Hear more from the Vice President in this report.
The sounds of heavy machinery filling the air and dust clouds enveloping this immediate vicinity as a significant transformation takes place here at the Kipling complex. Now, the demolition of this once iconic international building marking a significant stride forward for UB North for a new and vibrant campus.
So the space is being cleared to make space for a new building. The new building is not going to be a part of this first phase. And so in the first phase, that will become green space, where they'll have events and so on. It is the only building that is scheduled to be demolished, and that should be done within the next week to 2 weeks.
The four-story, 35,000-square-foot building once served as the headquarters for several businesses, and the remaining 4 buildings will undergo floor-to-ceiling renovation within this initial phase.
The intention is to renovate them and turn them into the necessary classrooms, science laboratories, offices, student centers, library, and other facilities that we want to have and plan to have on campus.
Dr. Strawn emphasizes the plan to create a 21st century state-of-the-art campus meant to stand as a significant improvement over the East Grand Bahama facility, which Hurricane Dorian devastated in 2019, relegating students, staff, and faculty to less than ideal conditions.
We've been fortunate enough through a partnership with the Anglican Church to use Bishop Mike Belvin's school, and we also have been renting facilities at Teachers Credit Union. Since then, we also entered into a partnership with the Hayward Library and with the YMCA to be able to provide the services that we need. But there's no question that having everyone under, in one site, one place, we believe we're going to see an increase in enrollment. And we believe overall the campus experience is going to be so much richer for them. They're going to have amenities that they never had out east.
And beyond its educational role, it is hoped that the campus will be a catalyst for driving economic growth downtown.
Hope that will encourage business, more investment, more activity downtown, and it will help be a part of the revival of the city.
In 2022, UB leaders finalized a purchase agreement with Variance & Co. Limited for the acquisition of the Kipling complex. Now the VP of UB North expressing optimism that classes will commence at this facility come this September. For the Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition, I'm Raven Davis.
Thank you for that, Raven. Well, in response to the alarming surge in missing senior person cases on Grand Bahama, the Minister of National Security addressing the issue at the Office of the Prime Minister's weekly press briefing this afternoon. He acknowledges the growing concerns over the recent weeks as many took to social media platforms to voice their worries. And now the minister is ruling out human trafficking.
It is unfortunate that a number of senior citizens, I'm advised, have gone missing in Grand Bahama. The issue raised was whether it could be human trafficking. Human trafficking is generally related to sex trafficking and labor trafficking. So it is unlikely to be human trafficking. But the TIP secretariat that is housed in my ministry, ASP Bell, can be contacted for specific information in that area.
Amidst the speculation, the minister emphasizes the importance of community vigilance and cooperation in ensuring the safety of the elderly population. He notes the need for the community to come together, offering support and protection to senior citizens.
When we age, a number of us have challenges with dementia, Alzheimer's and dementia. It is important to take care for our senior citizens. We are told that you're once a man and twice a child. And so just as we would care for our children, just as these seniors who are now a child for the second time cared for us when we were virtually children, it imposes on us the same obligation to care for them.
Meanwhile, tonight, the search intensifies for a missing 80-year-old man who has not been seen or heard from since early last week. Family members say Phil Stubbs suffers from dementia and diabetes and was last seen in the Caravel Beach area. Police officials took to the streets late Monday evening in hopes of furthering their investigations into the disappearance of this senior citizen. Our Yolanda Thompson Everest joins us live now from the scene.
That's right, Aja. 80-year-old Phil Stubbs was last seen in a red T-shirt and blue jeans in the Caravel Beach area. 9 days later, and family and friends' concerns continue to grow while police officials take it to the streets in hopes of bringing 80-year-old Phil Stubbs home. Police officials, including the K9 unit and DEU members, combing through the International Bazaar, exploring the Princess Hotel, and also looking through the bushes. The team hoping to find any clues that can lead them to the latest missing man or anyone who was recently reported missing.
We know that this building has been abandoned or this property has been abandoned for a long time, but we also know that there is access to the property, and so we thought that we would come in here to see if those persons who have reported missing may have wandered into this property. It's a big property, a vast amount of land, and so our team has split up into groups and we have searched every area of this property.
ACP knows that she and her team have been searching for Stubbs since the announcement of his disappearance. She's also aware of residents' concerns regarding human trafficking, and she notes that it is important to have evidence before making that judgment.
Over years, we know that there are a number of persons reported missing from Grand Bahama, and so it is our goal to continue to search to see if we can find Mr. Stubbs and the lady who was reported missing in late December. I say do not create fear in the community, and that is what social media is doing. It's given everyone an opportunity to voice their opinion, but they're creating fear. If you have information to suggest that there is some form of human trafficking, then you need to report the information to us.
Just today, another flyer recently circulating of 58-year-old Richard Smith, who family members are also now reporting missing.
Yeah, he's personally he went missing early part of. We got a report early part of the year, but he was missing for some 6 months prior.
Before it was reported to the police. And so we spoke about that again, that these people who family members have not seen for a while, they are not concerned and for a very long time before they come forward. And like he's saying, it's just, I think, about more than 6 months before they actually reported him missing.
He's also asking the family and friends of these missing residents to join in on the search party within the relevant communities. Live from the International Bazaar for the Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition, I'm Yolanda Thompson Everest.
Thank you, Yolanda. Switching gears now, she's 26 years old, a single mother of 2 boys, 3 and 5, and now she's battling with a genetic eye disease. Tonight, Bethany Davis is calling on the community's assistance to help her fight against this traumatizing diagnosis. Here's her story.
I do experience blackout, and it's becoming a little difficult for me
Visibly distraught, Bethany Davis is facing one of life's toughest battles. At just 26, she's facing the reality of partial blindness due to a genetic eye disease called retinitis pigmentosa. It all started at the age of 23 when she began experiencing symptoms while working in Andros.
My vision went completely blurry, so I went to Nassau, and that's when I found out that I have an eye disease called retinitis pigmentosa.
Retinitis pigmentosa is a condition affecting the retina. As the disease worsens, vision loss becomes more noticeable. Now Davis is a single mother of 2 boys, 3 and 5, who says finding out her diagnosis was difficult and traumatizing.
I felt like my life was crashing down because I have children, so what if I won't be able to see them anymore?
Despite the overwhelming burden, Davis remains optimistic and hopeful.
I still consider my life as a blessing because I still have a little bit of vision left. I'm still able to get them dressed for school. I'm still able to see their faces in the morning when they smile out at me morning. But I do experience blackout, and it's becoming a little difficult for me.
She's expressing her gratitude to those who have already offered support, including her family and the West End community. For anyone else wishing to support the young mother,
the community can assist by supporting my cookout on the 13th of April at St. Michael's Church in West End. Or they could send me a sponsor at First Caribbean, or you can contact me at 4715329.
Now, if you would like to assist this young mother, you can do so at First Caribbean. Her account number is 201-701-952. When we come back, the bright minds at Jack Hayward Senior High School pulling out all the stops for the annual technical exhibition. That story, sports, and more when the Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition, returns.
It has the looks, the style, the performance. Your new car is everything you always dreamed of. Now it's here. Commonwealth Bank was happy to help put you behind the wheel with a new car loan at a competitive rate and fast, friendly approval. It's a service that just comes naturally to us, just like how love of tradition comes naturally to you. Commonwealth Bank, leader in personal banking services.
Celebrate Easter weekend at Portobello's Restaurant by the Grand Lacayan. Children 5 to 12 years are half price, and children under 5 eat free. Dinner buffet on Good Friday and all-you-can-eat Easter Sunday brunch. See you there.
Hi, good morning. Welcome to Flamingo Air. How may I assist?
Serve us a general boarding call for all passengers checking on Flamingo Air Flight 490 with flight service into Marsh Harbor.
Flamingo Air, committed to safety and service.
I'm very excited about the competition today.
Today's twist is we have 3 secret ingredients that each of the teams are going to have to prepare their meal with. And those ingredients are tofu, quinoa, and kale.
What? We know how to cook. We do that every day.
Ready? Let's get this heat turned up.
Innovation. That's what we're going to bring to the competition.
We're just going to bring a new flavor to this whole event.
We have a strong team today. No nerves over here. We're just ready for any challenge that comes our way.
We're going to give it up for Julanda today.
And can you cook?
Let's taste.
#1 news team covering the North. The Bahamas Tonight, Northern Edition.
Welcome back. The Bright Minds at Jack Hayward Senior High School pulled out all the stops during their annual technical exhibition. Under the theme Active Hands Build a Nation, the future of tomorrow put their hearts and minds into their displays, hopefully sparking inspiration for the incoming junior students and for themselves as they get ready to enter the real world. Shane Stubbs was there and has the details in this report.
Wildcat Country was buzzing with loads of creativity as the students of Jack Hayward Senior High School carefully executed this year's technical exhibition's theme, Active Hands Build a Nation. From agriculture, welding, and electronics, the students were eager to give a hands-on experience about their technical subjects.
The dehydrator, like you mentioned, this is used to make chips and other stuff. It takes the liquid out of it, hence taking away sugar as well. So that's how they get their chips and other stuff. So we have organic eggs, variety of plants, jams, and sauces as well.
For instance, it's called brace welding. When we welding, usually have a position like this. We stand, we weld, like we don't touch the base because they can pop.
We have here just full of components, resistors, capacitors, and everything. Here we got an open PC.
We use this kit to take off the components. So we use this to melt it. So if we realize that a circuit is blown in the desktop, we will use this iron and this gel to take it out.
With pop art and computer illustrations, the art department is into sparking vivid ideas.
This is pop art. It's basically an enlargement of a regular size cake. It's made out of foam and joint compound. This is a curly tail lizard. I made it using the newspaper as an exoskeleton, and then I used chicken wire to cover it up. Some people, they want to try out art and different type of art, but they don't know exactly what it is, and they don't know that art has a lot of different type of forms.
On the hospitality side, Jatavanik and Brewster satisfied her peers and teachers' cravings with her skillful stir-fry recipe.
I know I just love to cook because my grandma, she is a cook. So being around her, being and helping her in the kitchen, it kind of inspired me to do more of the hospitality business.
And we just may have gotten a first-hand look at the newest beauty culture salon.
We have the manicure station, the hair station, you know, the massage station and lashes, everything. And this is the mannequins of what the girls did inside our class. Yeah, I love cosmetology, and hopefully I become a certified cosmetologist.
Principal Melissa Cooper and subject coordinator Sydney Bullard credited the teachers for continuously inspiring the students leading up to the summit.
Our students are truly gifted, truly talented, and of course we owe it to our teachers who are dedicated in terms of teaching them the skills, the knowledge, everything that they need.
It's skillful hands and integrity of heart. So that's what we pushing you. If you have integrity, and there's nothing that you can't do.
Now, it was evident the students put their hearts and minds into these projects, and they definitely have a future in their respective fields. For the Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition, I'm Shane Stubbs.
Yes, Shane, they definitely have a future. Tonight, in our Stellar Student of the North, our Jolanda Thompson-Everest interviews an exceptional student who continues to excel and shine bright like a diamond. Here's that report.
I'm from Marshall. It was good. I like living there because the beaches and, you know, we get to travel in the boat a lot. I started track when I was in grade 1, but my PE teacher discovered that I could run because I was beating all the boys there, and she told the head coach, they put me to run against other athletes.
When you found out that your home got destroyed from Dorian, how did you feel? And then when you found out that you had to move to another island and leave behind your friends, your family in Abaco, how did you feel?
I felt upset, but I know in Freeport I had a better chance in my athletic career. But I moved with my parents and my brother.
So now that you're in Freeport, let's talk about the transition. How has things been so far, moving from Abaco and island life to now Freeport, a city and a mix of island life?
In Freeport, it was more busy. It was a better athletic program. So when I moved over here, I started training more and becoming better at my sport and academic-wise. I felt like I did better in school over here.
That's before getting to Carifta and now being awarded the chance to compete, of course, on behalf of your country. Let's talk about that feeling.
I feel very great. I'm very thankful for the opportunity. It was a long journey because last year I had injuries and I had to work hard to get to this point.
So the person who may be watching, of course, may be in your position, who last year, 2 years ago, Kiana, tried for Carifta, still recuperating from injuries or didn't make it. What encouraging words do you have for them?
I have to keep going, never give up, and just put God first. And even though people might be hating on you, just keep going.
And that's a look at stories making news, but don't go away. The latest in sports and your local weather forecast is up next.
We all need to save. Save time, gas, and money. Shopping at Save More can help you do just that. Make us your first stop for all your prescription needs and medical supplies. Get all your health and beauty items at the same time. And don't miss our huge choice of snacks to satisfy your cravings. And the largest vitamin selection and over-the-counter relief products. Need diapers and other baby care items? First stop. The new section for makeovers, cosmetics, and beautiful jewelry will make you sparkle for that next special event. Save More Drugs, your more store.
Elegant, fashionable, bold. An Easter hat parade. Mark your calendars. Get your hats ready. Be a part of this spectacular display of hats. Sunday, March 24th at 5 p.m. at the Church of God of Prophecy Call Room. An event you won't soon forget.
Weight management and diabetes will be the topic on ZNS Health Zone.
I started my weight loss journey about 6 months ago, August, and it has been life-changing for me. The thing is, you have to start where you are, trust the process. You're not gonna always feel like doing it every day, but one step at a time, a little bit at a time, try to be deliberate about what it is that you want to achieve.
On Monday, March 25th at 9 p.m. on the ZNS Network. Your #1 news team covering the North. The Bahamas Tonight, Northern Edition.
Well, boxers are shining in St. Martin. Grand Bahama boxers had an impressive showing on the international scene, and the best of the best high school basketball tournament is set to begin tomorrow on Grand Bahama. Here's Jay Philippe with your Wednesday evening check on sports.
Ladies and gents, I'm Jay Philippe and welcome to sports. Night League playoff basketball got off to a hot start last night. Also, the best of the best high school basketball tournament is set for this weekend. But let's begin with boxing. Here's Shane Stubbs.
Young sluggish Josiah Smith and Keanu Green had one mission to accomplish at St. Martin's Boxing Night, and they accomplished it. Both young fighters came away as champions and showed what All Out Boxing Club and the 242 is all about.
There were certain openings that he would have on his body when I threw the jab on the right. So when I noticed that, I dropped him in the second round, and that was kind of it.
Went low and hit him from up high. Went high and low to change my position. Hit him in the stomach, right in front of my face. It was a challenge, but I took it on and I did my best, and I'm glad with the results.
With some added momentum as they get ready for their next bouts, Coach Tremaine Gibson says their development continues to be a thing of beauty.
They got heart. They are warriors, so they're going to give it all they got, and they sure did, and it was enough to capture 2 championships.
And they were especially thankful to the parents and the Minister for Grand Bahama, the Honorable Ginger Moxie, who stepped in a big way.
If we all give a little, we can accomplish a lot.
For ZNS Total Sports, I'm Shane Stubbs.
Switching gears now in sports, Island Cares Foundation, in conjunction with the Minister of Youth, Sports and Culture, the Honorable Mary Boleg, Best of the Best High School Basketball Tournament is set for this Thursday through Monday, March 25th at St. George's Gym.
Schools from New Providence, Bimini, and Grandmama will all be competing for this prestigious title. Nassau teams, C.I. Gibson, Anatole Rogers, C.W. Sanders, and C.C. Sweeting. female teams, C.R. Walker and St. John's College. From Bimini, we will have the Gateway Christian Academy. From Grand Bahama, Sunland Baptist Academy, Tabernacle Christian Academy, and St. George's High School.
Anything that benefits, anything that comes out of this tournament and benefits the Bahamian people, it benefits us as a country, the Bahamas, and we're very committed to sponsors like this, So whatever comes from that, we benefit, the Bahamas benefits on the whole.
And finally, in sports, scores from round one of the Grand Bahama Amateur Basketball Association Night League playoffs. In Game 1, ODS Fisheries upset Cornet Shipping 75-63. In Game 1 of the best-of-3 series, Christopher Chicken Turnquest had a monster 20-20 game with 25 points and 20 rebounds in the win. Ahmad Pratt scored 19 points in the loss. Now in Game 2, the Gym Rats got the win against 242 Elite 81-75 to go up 1-0 in that series. Regis Cooper was the high point man with 24 points. Dion Storr scored 17 in the loss. Ladies and gents, that is your quick check on sports. I'm Jay Philippe. As always, be blessed.
Thank you, Jay. Now here's a look at your local weather forecast, sponsored by Royal Star Assurance.
Tonight's weather forecast is brought to you by Royal Star Assurance.
'Cause it's so beautiful.
We also want to send a special shout out to all of the social workers throughout the Bahamas. We want you to know that we appreciate your hard work and commitment. Stay with us. Our Facebook friend of the day is up next.
My experience, it started out a bit rocky. They would call us freshers, some of us, because we, have no technical background in IT. But they really laid the foundation down for us, so we were able to learn the very basics first. And then at the end of the course, we were to the level of an associate, so we can actually start working in IT as soon as we exit the program.
One of the experiences I think was unique was the quality of the trainer. Madri, to me, and I think the others would share the same experience, is that she's a quality trainer. You leave the course knowing exactly what you need to know to build an application from scratch to finished product. And the foundation that she gives you is really spot on.
We are prime as Bahamians. We are competitive by nature. So I know that we are competitive with sports, with our Junkanoo, but we can stand toe-to-toe with the world when it comes to tech as well as we apply ourselves. And I really believe that.
Have questions? News team covering the North. The Bahamas Tonight, Northern Edition.
Sylvia Hannah, you are our Facebook friend of the day. We know you're tuned in, and thank you always for your support. Also, we're sending a special happy birthday to our Senior Deputy General Manager here at the Northern Service, Allison Smith. We hope you are enjoying your day, boss lady. And that's going to do it for us tonight here in the North. On behalf of the entire Northern Edition team, I'm Adja Quant, but be sure to stay tuned. The Bahamas Tonight continues.
Coming up in the Bahamas Tonight, the National Report, the Bahamas stands against amnesty. Eleuthera eviction notices issued. Voting law amendments passed. And in sports, BTC title sponsor of the World Relays. The Bahamas Tonight, the National Report, starts now.
ZNS News is brought to you by the new BTC. Fiber is here. Faster, stronger, more reliable. Together, we are unstoppable. Switch today.
everyone, I'm LaDawn Davis, and this is the Bahamas Tonight, the National Report. Thanks so much for tuning in. Law and order has collapsed as gangs control much of Haiti, forcing many there to take to the sea as a desperate means out of chaos. But despite an international human rights group plea to governments to cease deporting Haitian asylum seekers, the Bahamas is standing its ground. Makush Lapinder reports.
In the face of Haiti's continued challenges and uncertainty, Amnesty International seeking to make a strong case to support its argument that repatriations to the troubled country be suspended. It singled out Haiti's neighboring Dominican Republic, the United States, citing that it end its racist policies and practices to ensure Haitians have access to a fair and effective asylum procedure. But that argument's a big no-go for the Bahamas.
The well-being of the Bahamas does not permit us to accede to Amnesty International's request, didn't permit him to sign the Declaration of Los Angeles as the United States of America sought to impress on us to do. I am confident that this Prime Minister will never let down the people of the Bahamas and act against our interest.
And speaking of that declaration, which imposes the ability to house migrants, National Security Minister, the Honorable Wayne Monroe, went a little further into why this wasn't an option for the Bahamas.
As our country is heavily taxed with what we have to accomplish now and are not capable of taking on that extra burden, the Royal Bahamas Defense Force, the Bahamas Department of Immigration are resolute in protecting the territorial integrity of this country, of apprehending irregular migrants, and of repatriating them back to their home country, wherever that may be.
Case in point, a number of Haitian migrants were just repatriated by sea. This included the group of 107 that Defense Force officers intercepted this past weekend, as well as a group at the Carmichael Road Detention Center.
A total of 156 migrants in all were flown down to Inagua, Great Inagua. The HMBS Lawrence Major was scheduled to depart Matthew Town, Inagua at 1800, 6 p.m. and did. She was escorted by the HMBS Kamalami to the port of Cape Haitian on the northern coast of the Republic of Haiti. The forecast arrival time, which was roughly met, was 8 a.m. this morning.
The overall total, 263. 216 males, 44 females, and 3 children. That's 2 boys and a girl. Today's report cites that there are growing fears of civil war in Haiti. For the Bahamas Tonight, I'm Makush Lapinder.
Haitian Bahamian activist Louis Georges stating his position on Amnesty International's call to halt the repatriation exercises of Haitian nationals from entering the borders of the United States and the Dominican Republic illegally in light of the ongoing crisis in Haiti. Georges says he understands Amnesty's concerns, but the Bahamas has every right to protect its sovereignty and borders.
I am not against at all the repatriations of those undocumented migrants that would have found themselves in the Bahamas or that would have been in breach of our immigration laws. My only plight and fight has always been sometimes the treatment of said individuals. And so once we follow everything to the T, we arrest, we charge, once due process is followed, then I think the Bahamas has a responsibility based on the limited resources that we may have here in the country to carry out said exercises.
More than 228-day eviction notices have been posted on structures in Eleuthera shanty towns from Russell Island, Spanish Wells to Blackwood on the mainland Eleuthera between Monday and Tuesday. This as the Shantytown Action Task Force has now turned its attention to Eleuthera as government looks to contain the growing shantytown problem on that island. Wednesday's agenda included visits to unregulated structures in Greencastle, Palmetto Point, and Tarpon Bay. Superintendent of Police Stephen Carey says the mission was without incident.
We came into the area expecting the unexpected, and whenever we encounter any issues, we diffuse it before we start any of our duties. The concerns that they have is that the uprising in the area, but at this time, nobody has approached us. We haven't had any incidents. We've had 2 arrests, 2 persons who was undocumented. We have 1 person who has an expired immigration card. So at this time, no issues, no unrest. Everything is going smooth so far.
The task force is on Eleuth for the remainder of this week, but Buildings Control Officer in the Ministry of Works, Craig Delancey, says the effort to get rid of shanty towns is all about the overall safety.
As we go along, we tell them they have 28 days from the time the notice has been posted, and we are urging them to find regulated, structured houses to reside in. We don't want any more disasters, fire disasters, and from a natural disaster of hurricanes to cause any further deaths.
Prime Minister the Honorable Philip Davis is on day 3 of his state visit to Botswana. The visit is a follow-through of an agreement of bilateral exchange and collaboration between both countries. But as Carla Palmer tells us tonight, the Prime Minister visited the Bank of Botswana and offered financial insight on expanding their financial services.
It remains a second pillar of our country's economy. Still, the banking sector of the Bahamas is regarded as a leader in the financial services industry globally. As such, Prime Minister and Minister of Finance, the Honorable Philip Davis, is following through on a promise of collaborative and educational exchange in assisting the President of the Republic of Botswana, His Excellency Dr. Mokwitsi Masisi, to better expand its banking services through the introduction of digital banking to mirror the Bahamas' world-leading sand dollar.
Primary advantage, what is really attractive about digital currency, it is that it is inclusive in the sense that you don't need to have banking relationships. The banking as you know it would be taking a backseat. I give you in the Bahamas, we have 700 islands spread over 100,000 square miles, and we have rural communities or settlements in these family islands. You don't have any banks in these family islands. And so how do they trade? How do they buy? We've discovered that the sand dollar, which is backed by a central bank, you have an app, you have a wallet, you can go to a food store that's participating, and you use your phone to pay for, and you don't have to worry about the bank. You just top up at some point in time, you put some monies into your wallet.
Prime Minister Davis further promoted initiatives designed to expand both banking systems across Africa and the Caribbean.
Establishing a joint financial task force can be the cornerstone of this blueprint. This collaborative body will harness the expertise of banking and finance leaders, policymakers, and stakeholders from both regions.
Prime Minister Davis suggested streamlined banking procedures and dedicated financial instruments to bolster economic exchanges between Africa and the Caribbean in areas of mutual interests like tourism, agriculture, renewable energy, and technology. For the Bahamas Tonight, I'm Carla Palmer.
The Office of the Prime Minister providing clarity regarding the recent purchase of a state vehicle. According to a release, a Mercedes was purchased by the Ingham administration in 2011 for $300,000 and has been used by 4 different prime ministers, including the current prime minister. This vehicle recently experienced mechanical issues that raised concerns about safety and reliability. A new BMW vehicle was purchased, marking the first time an electric vehicle was chosen for the Office of the Prime Minister, reflecting broader government policy to transition government vehicles to those that are cleaner and offer cost savings over time. This vehicle is currently being customized to meet the stringent security and functional requirements necessary for transporting a prime minister. Additionally, a Lexus is currently being repaired and is not in use. To ensure no interruptions in the prime minister's official duties, a BMW has been temporarily loaned to the office. Now the Lexus, once repaired, and the recently procured vehicle will be the two vehicles in rotation as customary. Baited, you're watching The Bahamas Tonight, the National Report.
This portion of the news is brought to you by Focall Smart Pass, the smart way to pay at the pump.
You have enough things to worry about. Living in a world that can seem opposite of the things you are trying to accomplish.
I can need a little help with this month.
We're here to let you know that you don't have to go at it alone. Choose peace of mind. Choose comfort. Choose CB. Commonwealth Bank, leader in personal banking services.
We exposed 5 strangers to different KFC menus to see if the flavor can enhance any moment. And at the first bite, the party began. We repeated the experiment during the day, during business hours, on weekends, with sunshine, with rain. It's confirmed, any moment can be a KFC moment.
Tune into the 5th Annual Elevation Awards, Saturday, April 6th at 6 p.m. Live on the ZNS TV network from Sandals Royal Bahamian in beautiful Nassau, Bahamas. With live performances by Nishi LS, Julian Believe, Wendy 242, Sammy Starr, Patrice Morel, Shine Bahamas, Ilsha, Fan Sean, Judah the Lion, Carrington McKenzie, Alia Coley, Osley and Jadort, Sherwin Gardner, Colin Christopher, Davian Chase, and many more. Hosted by Sherelle Roxy Star Duncombe. That's the 5th Annual Elevation Awards, April 6th, live on the ZNS TV network from Sandals Royal Bahamian.
Join me, Sherelle Roxy Star Duncombe, as I host this year's Elevation Awards. Because I support the culture, and you should too.
Catch the 5th Annual Elevation Awards, Saturday, April 6th at 6 p.m. only on ZNS TV 13.
This government strongly believes in and supports community building. Our inner city programs and facilities provide a variety of educational, social, and creative response systems, all in an effort to enroll and allow opportunities for positive engagement. To encourage this, we're committed to providing safe spaces in community centers.
Greetings, I'm Donovan Rowe, Center Manager for the Fox Hill Community Center, and I'm inviting you to come on down. The program is multifaceted. We deal for the whole gambit from bond, there is homework help, whether it's senior fitness, we have bingos for the seniors. There's a saying that we're gonna plant the seed for a tree for the shade we're not sitting. So this is a place where you can give back because someone gave back to you.
All my ladies, let me hear you say,
It is a big day here in Eleuthera as young people from across the island participate in this year's Junior Junkanoo competition. This year, we've increased our donation by 50% to $75,000. We're also connecting these young people with our Disney creatives so that they can teach our creatives about Junkanoo, and our Disney creatives can teach them about the careers that are involved in the kinds of things they're doing as they prepare for Junior Junkanoo this season.
Junkanoo is an expression, the spirit, the passion of the people of the Bahamas.
The adrenaline rush when the music hits your soul, you just move.
I'm really excited that the Disney Cruise Line helps get more instruments, like kumkalakas and drums.
I cannot express the gratitude to Disney Cruise Line for the genuine nature of our culture, Junkanoo. Disney could have chosen anywhere in the world, but they chose Eleuthera.
For what? The luncheon? Why you always worried about food? No, about how we gotta pay a little more for national insurance. Mildred, you talking fool. I can't afford to pay that. And you're always crying, palm out. Ain't gonna be much. Boss still gotta pay. 1st of July, 2024. Oh, I can't wait to get my little extra pension. You ain't lie about that, you know. I think that's what did help my boy Tony during the pandemic. That same unemployment benefit. And guess what? What? Susan, I think she'd get a pregnancy benefit, eh? You mean maternity benefit, eh? So now, we gotta do our part to make sure we get our pension. All right, well, let me try and go back to agency, boss.
When we started Stormframe Windows in 1999, we wanted to fabricate an impact-rated product to compete with the Florida market, and we've done this. There's no fabricator or vendor from Florida that can do what we can in the Bahamas. Because we fabricate locally and we're a local-based company, we have the capability to provide better customer service than our competitors. With all the worldwide supply chain issues, we at Stormframe have improved our fabrication process and have invested in stock to be able to produce our orders in 4 weeks. We also keep in stock over 400 windows and doors at standard sizes for walk-in customers to purchase. Our professional sales staff is here to assist you with the complete purchase and installation. We also service and ship to the Out Islands.
Thank you for your support, Bahamas.
Thank you for your support, Bahamas.
Get ready for an unforgettable weekend at Agri Expo 2024. It all goes down on April 12th and 13th at Gladstone Road Farmers Market. Bring the whole family for a farmtastic experience. Meet local farmers, artisans, and savor delicious food. From competitions to forums and activities for the kids. There's something for everyone. Whether you're a seasoned gardener or just curious about where your food comes from, there's something for everyone at the Agri Expo. It's something you don't want to miss. See you there.
Tune into the 5th Annual Elevation Awards, Saturday, April 6th at 6 p.m. Live on the ZNS TV network from Sandals Royal Bahamian in beautiful Nassau, Bahamas. With live performances by Nishi LS, Julian Believe, Wendy 242, Sammy Starr, Patrice Morel, Shine Bahamas, Ilsha, Fan Sean, Judah the Lion, Carrington McKenzie, Alia Coley, Oslian Jadort, Sherwin Gardner, Colin Christopher, Davian Chase, and many more. Hosted by Sherelle Roxy Star Duncombe. That's the 5th Annual Elevation Awards, April 6th, live on the ZNS TV network from Sandals Royal Bahamian.
Join me, Sherelle Roxy Star Duncombe, as I host this year's Elevation Awards. Because I support the culture, and you should too.
Catch the 5th Annual Elevation Awards, Saturday, April 6th at 6 p.m., only on ZNS TV 13.
This portion of the news is brought to you by RBC. RBC Chip Visa debit card will be available this Saturday, March 23rd at RBC's Cable Beach, Carmichael Road, Palmdale, and Prince Charles branches from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. Bring a valid ID.
Proposed amendments to the boating industry, a done deal in the House of Assembly following a brief debate earlier today, touting the changes as critical. Transport Minister, the Honorable JoBeth Colby Davis, reasoned that under the amended act, every boat owner or operator registered should maintain a comprehensive insurance from a licensed company. The whole idea, she says, is to strengthen the safety oversight of the industry.
If we do not include penalties, Madam Speaker, the bill will not be worth its salt. It would lack teeth. Madam Speaker, a penalty of not less than $5,000 and not exceeding $10,000 is liable for owners who do not register their boats, complete inspection, or have a valid insurance policy is not in hand. Madam Speaker, a penalty of not less than $1,000 and not exceeding $5,000 is liable under the Act for any person who acts as a master of a boat for hire or employs any other person to do so without first obtaining a license under the Act. Madam Speaker, we have listened to the feedback from the members of the public.
The minister accepts that the fees outlined will be criticized. She offered this rationale.
Fees have not been adjusted in over 20 years. Additionally, we have taken the necessary steps to cushion the owners and operators of small boats, which are primarily used by our fishermen and small tour operators, from the increase in fares.
Morning's House proceedings didn't sit well with the opposition Free National Movement. 5 of the 6 opposition caucus members are literally fuming at the government for what they claim silencing the voice of the people. Here's Altavis Munnings.
During parliamentary debate on the Boat Registration and Water Skiing and Motorboat Control Amendment Acts Wednesday, government business leader the Honorable Wayne Monroe underscored government's ultimate intention to reduce current boat registration fees. And he claims the opposition wishes it to stay in place. Well, those comments weren't accepted by the opposition, as they wanted to have their say on the matter too.
We're not going to allow the government to silence the Bahamian people through the members on this side that have not spoken.
An appeal was even made to the House Speaker to intervene.
This is not open to debate. This is the rule that governs each and every one of us. Matters not open to debate.
The opposition members then stood and voiced their concerns for the remainder of the House proceedings, and that even included the passing of the Boat Registration and Water Skiing and Motorboat Control Amendment Acts 2024. Once the House adjourned, F&M leader Michael Pintard held a press conference outside of the House of Assembly and inside the parliamentary chambers to basically indicate that if they're not allowed to speak, the government won't be allowed to either.
What they did is undemocratic. We've seen shades of it before, but they are getting significantly worse.
I communicated and made it clear that all of our members intended to speak for the full length of time. And that is what we came into the House today with the understanding of.
These fishers, these boaters from the communities that I'm from, that's their way of survival. That's how they feed their families. That's how they support the local restaurants. Easter's coming up. Everybody wants their red snappers and their goggle eye. What are we trying to do, create criminals where they have to go now? They cannot afford to register their boats, but they have to catch fish.
What they shut down today was the voice of the people.
Absolutely.
And they attacked the voice of the people.
Well, the House government business leader responded to the opposition's comments at the office of the Prime Minister's weekly press briefing Wednesday afternoon.
We notified them that we would give them equal time with us, even though they are 7 and we are 32. They insist on having their own way. The rules of the House do not support that. And as such, in the time indicated, we moved the question. The leader of the opposition chose not to speak first or second. His deputy leader chose not to speak first or second. And they chose to spend the majority of their time speaking about things other than the 2 bills we were debating.
For the Bahamas Tonight, I'm Altavis Munnings.
The Grand Bahama Port Authority opening a satellite office right here in the capital today. Our Jimanita Swain joins us live with the latest. Good evening, Jimanita.
Good evening, Dawn, and good evening, Bahamas. I'm coming to you live from One Access Suites for a very special opening tonight. That is, of course, a satellite office for the Grand Bahama Port Authority. Now, joining me to talk about the significance of this office is, of course, the president of the GBPA, Mr. Ian Rowe. Good evening, Mr. Rowe.
Hi, good evening, and thank you for having me.
So talk to us about the importance of this satellite office opening here and now here in the capital.
Yeah, so our mission statement at the Grand Bahama Port Authority is to better the lives of the Grand Bahama community and, by extension, the Bahamas. So Freeport is a special gem in the Bahamas that I think is very much underutilized by a number of business persons. And so we are here to present the various opportunities to not only the Providence market, but the entire Bahamas. We just so happen to be in this magnificent spot today.
So talk to us about some of the services that will be offered. Will it be the same services that are currently offered in Grand Bahama or just specific services?
Yeah, so the same services we offer in Grand Bahama, but the main thing is to encourage persons, make them aware of the opportunities that exist. Presently, we have over $2 billion worth of projects in the pipeline at the moment. And so the idea is, how do we now plug Bahamians? How do we plug Bahamians into the $2 billion worth of activity happening? And I have a surprise tonight. I'm going to announce a special event. I'm not going to say it now, but during my remarks, I'll speak about an event where it's a significant opportunity for Bahamians, not only in New Providence, not only in Grand Bahama, but throughout the length and breadth of the Bahamas.
Thank you so much. That is, of course, Mr. Ian Rule, the president of the Grand Bahama Port Authority. And Ladon, we're just moments away from the official opening for the satellite office here, so we just wanted to have a quick chat with Mr. Rule. So reporting on location, I'm Jimenita Swain. Back to you in Studio Ladon.
Thanks a lot, Jimenita. We still have more news to come, but Marcellus Hall has a look at what's coming up in sports. Marcellus?
Coming up in sports for tonight, BTC dialing up a major donation for the directors of the upcoming World Relays. We'll give you details just ahead in sports.
This portion of the news was brought to you by RBC. RBC Chip Visa debit card will be available this Saturday, March 23rd at RBC's Cable Beach, Carmichael Road, Palmdale, and Prince Charles branches from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. Bring a valid ID.
The Ministry of Tourism, Investments, and Aviation is geared up for a spectacular showcase of the islands of the Bahamas at the West Palm Beach Boat Show. Parliamentary Secretary, the Honorable John Pinder, shares key highlights of what spectators will experience.
The West Palm Beach Boat Show is another one of those special events that the Ministry of Tourism makes it a point to go and highlight what experiences the Bahamas has to offer. Throughout our archipelago, there are many marinas and islands that cater to the yachting and boating community. It is important for us to go there and show them what's new, maybe some spots they've never seen, and some new spots that we want them to enjoy. So this time of year, we go to the Palm Beach Boat Show, and we speak with like-minded individuals, we speak with our friends from abroad, and we speak with industry partners to make sure that they know we're here to support and highlight what the Bahamas has to offer. There are so many new projects coming online in the Bahamas, new marinas, new hotels. Albaco is coming back in a big way, and there's marinas opening back up here in Albaco, and we want to make sure that we express this to our friends from abroad, our yachting and boating community. We have boating flings, which help navigate across the Gulf into the Bahamas. Getting a group together is a really great way to safely navigate here to the Bahamas. And once you're here, you're in the archipelago of the Bahamas, and it's the best place to travel via boat or your yacht.
For more tourism updates, visit Tourism Today or Bahamas.com. I'm Joshua Robbins, and this is Tourism Today.
In 2023, over 9 million visitors came to the Bahamas, the region's leading tourism destination. That's why tourism is everyone's business.
Paradise is not only found in Nassau, but throughout our 16 island destinations.
That's why tourism is everyone's business.
Over 400,000 Bahamians depend on our tourism-driven economy.
That is why tourism is everyone's business. It's the passing on of our traditions and our cultural heritage to the next generation.
That's why tourism is everyone's business.
Tourism is everyone's business.
From the straw we plant to exploring our Bahama blues, to experiencing the greatest show on earth. No matter who you are, we all have a part to play in our tourism industry.
This is our country.
These are our islands.
This is our home.
That's why tourism
is everyone's business.
In the Yellow Elder Garden, Ali and her cousins listened to Grammy share tales. The 70s so sweet, with themed costumes and dancing feet. Then came the brass, reaching new heights. A symphony of Bahamian nights. The 2000s, the Yellow Elder, a symbol of pride. Grammy's legacy in view as Ali dances in her Yellow Elder costume. We are alive.
All my ladies, let me hear you say,
It is a big day here in Eleuthera as young people from across the island participate in this year's Junior Junkanoo competition. This year, we've increased our donation by 50% to $75,000. We're also connecting these young people with our Disney creatives so that they can teach our creatives about Junkanoo, and our Disney creatives can teach them about the careers that are involved in the kinds of things they're doing as they prepare for Junior Junkanoo this season.
Junkanoo is an expression, the spirit, the passion of the people of the Bahamas.
The adrenaline rush when the music hits your soul, you just move.
I'm really excited that the Disney Cruise Line helps get more instruments, like kumkalakas and drums.
I cannot express the gratitude to Disney Cruise Line for the genuine nature of our culture, Junkanoo. Disney could have chosen anywhere in the world, but they chose Eleuthera.
Are you or a loved one under medical care? Do you need affordable medical supplies? Ports International is the largest home healthcare supplier. Medical supplies at the very best price, and you can even shop online. From hospital beds to wound care, wheelchairs to walkers, Ports is a one-stop shop for your medical supplies, and we accept insurance. We have online shopping and 2 locations to serve you, at the Airport Industrial Park and Shirley Street. We also ship to the Family Islands. Shop online and visit us on Facebook. Call Ports at 377-1771.
After 51 years, Popeyes is crashing the wings party with 5 flavors.
Makes no sense it took so long. Crispy outside, juicy inside.
Who are you?
We don't make sense. We make chicken. Y'all good?
Popeyes' new chicken wings make no sense. Marinated in Louisiana spices, hand-battered and flipped, and then we have the audacity to call all 5 flavors fast food? Someone should really say something or order something.
Love that chicken from Popeyes.
Now available at Popeyes in Nassau.
My business couldn't survive without my credit card machine from Fidelity.
It's fast, convenient, and my clients love it.
My sales increase, and I can track my earnings.
Get your credit card machine from Fidelity today.
Call 356-7764.
Here is an energy-efficient business tip brought to you by the Small Business Development Center. Switch to energy-efficient LEDs, replacing 100-watt incandescent bulbs with 6-watt LEDs, cutting lighting costs by up to 40%. As LEDs cover more space, you'll need fewer bulbs, and adding a dimmer can enhance your savings. To become an energy-efficient business, call the Small Business Development Center at 461-7232 or log on to our website at www.accessaccelerator.org.
Tune into the 5th Annual Elevation Awards, Saturday, April 6th at 6 p.m. Live on the ZNS TV network from Sandals Royal Bahamian in beautiful Nassau, Bahamas, with live performances by Nishi LS, Julian Believe, Wendy 242, Sammy Starr, Patrice Morel, Shine Bahamas, Ilsha, Fan Sean, Judah the Lion, Carrington McKenzie, Alia Coley, Osley and Jadort, Sherwin Gardner, Colin Christopher, Davian Chase, and many more. Hosted by Sherelle Roxy Star Duncombe. That's the 5th Annual Elevation Awards, April 6th, live on the ZNS TV network from Sandals Royal Bahamian.
Join me, Sherelle, Roxy Star Duncombe, as I host this year's Elevation Awards. Because I support the culture, and you should too.
Catch the 5th Annual Elevation Awards, Saturday, April 6th at 6 p.m., only on ZNS TV 13.
Introducing the Focal Smart Pass app that helps you to fuel up faster. Here's how it works. Download the app on the App Store or get it on Google Play and create your profile with payment details. Visit your nearest Shell station. Open the app, scan the pump's QR code, select your payment amount, and begin fueling. Say goodbye to cash and cards because the Focal Smart Pass offers secure and convenient payment options right at your fingertips. Download Focal Smart Pass now and fuel up faster today.
The Royal Bahamas Police Force intends to show off the technology it uses in the crime fight during the Techno Expo 2024 set for April 8th through 10th at the Paul Ferguson Police Headquarters. The expo comes as Commissioner of Police Clayton Fernandez says there will be a focus on technology in his soon-to-be-released policing plan.
You will see all of our technology, which includes short spotters, CCTV, our vehicles that are used, and what you see in the front of me. There will be a new unit added, our drone unit, which will be added in the fight against crime. As you can see, I have a drone display, and this unit will be headed by Assistant Commissioner Warren Johnson and a team.
Fernandez says he turned over his 2024 policing plan to the Minister of National Security, the Honorable Wayne Monroe, Monday, which he expects will be tabled in the House of Assembly pretty soon.
The approach to my policing plan 2024, it's a backdrop from the government approach to crime, a whole approach to government and society approach. You will see more preventative initiative, the clear and whole build strategy, urban renewal, which is high on the agenda, partnering with the community and protecting our youths.
In case you missed the news or want to stay ahead, subscribe to our YouTube channel or follow us on X, TikTok, Instagram, or Facebook.
Let's make this moment last forever. Let's start a family together with a house, a car, and kids. Oh, I love the way we live. I got it covered. BAF has got me covered. So live your life. BAF for life. So live your life. BAF for life. So live your life. BAF for life. BAF has got you covered.
ESE Distributors, the #1 wholesale beauty supplier in the Bahamas, specializing in hair products, accessories, and makeup. A variety of skin lightening products, Keratin, Natural Bright, Pawpaw, and personal toiletries, like soaps, creams, lotion, and oils. Hair products like Got2b, Red One, and everything in the Morphos line. And lots of hair. Afro Kinky, 3X Ghana, crochet hair. We deliver and ship to the Family Islands. ESE Distributors, located on Soldier Road opposite NCA.
You've set big goals for your future, and we can help you to achieve them. Getting that degree you've always wanted, buying your first car, making it official on a truly special day, or building a home that's your own. Big or small, share your ambitions with us, and we can help make them real.
March into Super Value and Quality supermarkets today for great savings like Rainbow Corned Beef, 12-ounce, new low price, $2.19. Country Barn Mayonnaise, 30-ounce, $3.75. Mullis Ready Cut Macaroni, 16-ounce, $2.19. Boneless chicken breast, $2.99 per pound. Romaine Hearts, 3-pack, $4.79. Shoppers are marching to save at Super Value and Quality supermarkets.
Everyone hates a dead car battery. Why not get a battery that lasts and has a 12-month warranty and is only $64.50? Intercontinental batteries are made with German technology, compatible with Japanese, US, and European vehicles, and adapts to warm climates. All right, good to go. These batteries are high quality, affordable, innovative, and only available at AID. Visit us online or WhatsApp us at 427-0026. AID, all you really need and more.
Agricultural and Marine Science Institute is in the process of expanding its campus with its eyes set on constructing a $1 million research and training center in McCann's, Long Island. Here's Lloyd Allen.
Groundbroken Monday in McCain's Long Island as BAMSI officials have flown to the island to officially start the process of their newest campus.
As we break ground for the new research and training facility here in Long Island. This facility is a proud extension of BAMSI, and it represents a significant leap forward in our commitment to education, economic development, and environmental stewardship.
Acting Prime Minister, the Honorable Chester Cooper, along with other officials, say with a $1 million injection into the project, they hope to see multiple spin-offs.
I'm advised that there will be 7 to 10 jobs created here. I'm advised that this is going to bring entrepreneurial opportunities for our farmers through greenhouses and through containerized farms, as you see on the poster here.
This facility will cater to farmers, students, fishermen, and the community of Long Island at large.
BAMSI is the future for food sovereignty in our country. And Long Island is the means to get there.
Cooper adding the new center will also help to expand the collective knowledge of farming and fishing nationally while enhancing Long Island's economy.
I hope that we will see new nature-based tour guides and new bone fishermen and fishing guides developed in Long Island as a result of this development here in BAMSI.
Attendees coming in from all corners of the island and are now looking forward to construction, set to commence and conclude over the next 4 months. For the Bahamas Tonight, I'm Lloyd Allen.
And it's time now for a check on Family Island weather with Chief Meteorologist Basil Dean. Good evening, Basil.
Good evening, LaDawn. We have net clear skies, temperature a cool 68 degrees, relative humidity at 63%. We have northeast winds at 6 miles per hour. The barometric pressure 1,018.0 millibars. That is 30.06 inches. And your temperatures around the Family Islands this evening, they are brought to you by Family Guardian Insurance Company. We're protecting you. 69 degrees in Freeport, Grand Bahama, and Grand Toll Key in Abaco, Marshall, Abaco at 66 degrees. 68 in the Berry Islands, Alistown, Bimini, 71, 69 in Harbor Island, Rock Sound, Eleuthera, 68 degrees, over in Fresh Creek, Central Andros, 69 degrees, there's 72 in Kemp Space on Andros, Black Point, Exuma, Otterstown, Kid Island, in San Salvador, 71 degrees, Rum Key, 69, 72 in Georgetown, Exuma, Ragged Island, Clarence, Sound Long Island, and Crooked Island, Betsy Bay, Maguana, 76, Ackland, 76, Matchetown, and Agua, 79, and the Turks and Caicos Islands at 78 degrees. And your boating forecast tonight through tomorrow, those Wednesday, will remain easterly at 10 to 15 knots. The wave heights 2 to 4 feet over the ocean. Low tide takes place at 11:59 tonight with your high tide at 6:19 tomorrow morning. Now for the central and southeastern islands tonight through Thursday, easterly winds stronger still at 12 to 18 knots. Wave heights 3 to 6 feet, so we're asking boaters in the central and southeastern islands to exercise caution through tomorrow in the central and southeastern Bahamas. And then on Friday, we're going to see a significant increase in those winds becoming southeast at 20 to 30 knots. Very, very rough sea conditions at 79 feet over the ocean. So on Friday, we're asking boaters in the northwest, particularly the extreme northwest Bahamas, to simply stay in port. A high tide on Friday, that will occur at 7:01 in the morning with a low tide at 1:22 in the afternoon. For the central and southeastern islands, southeast winds 15 to 25 knots, rough seas as well, 5 to 8 feet over the ocean. Advisories in place for boaters in the central and southeastern islands on Friday. That's going to do it for your boating forecast. It's time now for your international temperatures, and they are brought to you by Royal Star Assurance. That's going to do it for your international temperatures brought to you by Royal Star Assurance. But stay tuned. Your extended weather forecast is still ahead.
Want to have your voice heard? Send your letters to the editor to digitalmedia@znsbahamas.com. Share your thoughts on current events or positive stories within your community. That's digitalmedia@znsbahamas.com. We want to hear from you.
For all of life's twists, turns, and defining moments, RBC is a blend for all of you.
This is ZNS Total Sports.
Welcome to your ZNS Total Sports Check, everybody. I'm Marcellus Hall. Big news today from the organizers of the upcoming World Relays to be held here in the Bahamas. BTC now on board as the title sponsor for the event, which will be taking place May 4th through the 5th at the Thomas A. Robinson Stadium. A sum of $300,000 donated to the local organizer committee as they now continue preparations for the much anticipated track extravaganza. BTC CEO Samir Bhatti spoke about being glad to come forward.
This partnership underscores our corporate commitment to nation building through the support and advancement of all Bahamians. We remain committed to building a better Bahamas, and creating opportunities to unleash the potential of our youth, in this case athletes. We encourage the public to come out and support Team Bahamas and all 50 countries that will compete. You can look forward to free Wi-Fi courtesy of BTC in the stadium, a series of jaw-dropping events, entertainment and merch during the relays, and so much more.
Well, our Carifta track and field team now set to head to Grenada ahead of competition. B3A's President Jamiko Archer optimistic on the team's chances to achieve success.
I can report to the nation that we have a team of 77 athletes, perhaps 85% of whom were outright qualifiers. The additionals would have been for the deployment of relay duty. And so it is safe to say that perhaps the first time in our history, we've composed a team as large as this with so many qualifiers. I think it bodes well for the prospect of doing exceedingly well in Grenada, and perhaps even better than we did last year.
Meanwhile, from baseball, the Bahamas under-15 national baseball team coming up with another big win today at the WSC Americas tournament in Panama. Team Bahamas rallying to defeat Argentina 18-11 this afternoon for their second win so far. Now, team manager Albert Cartwright feeling pretty good about the victory.
It wasn't the prettiest game, but we got it done. I think during the game we had to make a few adjustments. Argentina came to come out and then get a win under their belt. And we had to stop them. Throughout the whole tournament, I think the boys did well. With the circumstances coming out here to playing against the best of the world. And definitely shocking Panama and being able to just stay in some of these games and compete. I think it's a victory for the Bahamas. We should look forward to see what's coming.
And the NCAA basketball tournament kicks off tomorrow. A number of Bahamians will be playing for their respective squads. One matchup will feature Bahamians Sammy Hunter of Akron University up against Frederick King and Creighton. Hunter talked about the matchup between the two.
We played for the same AAU team growing up, and then I was older, so I kind of split ways. But yeah, we've been good friends for a long time. When we got selected, he texted me. He was like excited to play you and stuff like that. So.
And that's your check on sports for you here on this Wednesday. Our Wednesday weather forecast just around the corner. Stay with us.
This is ZNS Total Sports.
Is the greatest gift. That's where we come in. Bahamas Medical and Surgical Supplies is a premier distributor of medical equipment, as well as medical and surgical consumables. Our engineers are always on hand, providing top care service that saves lives. We carry a wide selection of over-the-counter and prescription items, IV fluids, and other injections. Our products are state-of-the-art, and our entire team stays on top of cutting-edge technology. With more than 2 decades of dedicated service, Bahamas Medical and Surgical Supplies continues to be a trendsetter and innovator in healthcare. We have set ourselves apart by truly caring for our customers. We understand the intricacies of healthcare, and we produce spectacular results. We cherish our partnerships and nurture our friendships as we continue on our quest to help everyone maintain that wonderful gift of good health. Find us on 95th Terrace, Centerville, and now located in the Lucaya Shopping Center of Freeport, Grand Bahama.
March up and down the aisles of super value and quality supermarkets and save. Libby's spaghetti and meatballs, 15 ounce, $1.59. Carnation evaporated milk, 13.9 ounce, 2 for $3. Libby's Vienna sausage, 4.6 ounce, $1.19. Turkey wings, $1.99 per pound. Fresh broccoli, bunch, $3.99. Shoppers are marching to save at super value and quality supermarkets.
Are you a business with 3 or more vehicles looking for the perfect fueling solution? Well, look no further.
I can go into any Ruber service station and get fast and easy service without any form of payment.
I can top up my fuel account and generate reports anytime online.
We at Wildflowers enjoy significant savings from fraud reduction. The Rubik system provides optimum security and peace of mind.
email bahamassales@rubis-bahamas.com to sign up now.
Time now for weather.
In our final look at what an area of low pressure expected to form in the western Gulf of Mexico, and that's going to be carried towards the east by some upper level winds associated with this jet stream, which will move it east for a while before turning it towards the north, and that should push it pretty much along the east coast of Florida. And with the warm waters here of the Bahamas, there could be the potential for some tropical development, perhaps even some subtropical development as that system pushes off towards the north. But that trailing front will push through the northwest Bahamas on Saturday, triggering some very heavy showers and thunderstorms, which could lead to flooding in those low-lying areas of the northwest Bahamas. Very strong winds as well, so we're asking boaters in the northwest Bahamas to simply stay in port on Saturday. And the satellite pictures for tonight, well, showing their clear skies throughout the 700 island frontal boundary, exiting the southeastern part of the country, and that's going to stay in place pretty much through tomorrow until that low pressure system along with that frontal boundary gets in here beginning late Friday night into Saturday. Tonight, clear skies is our forecast. 62 degrees is your low temperature. Last night we got down to 59 degrees, and tomorrow it's going to be partly sunny, breezy, quite pleasant. 76 degrees for your high temperature. The extended weather forecast over the next 7-day cycle, pretty much okay through tomorrow. But come Friday night, we'll see showers and thunderstorms developing in our forecast. That will carry over into Saturday, where those showers will become even more heavier, but there will be some rapid clearing as we head into Sunday. And we will get you back into the 60s as of Sunday night, and those 60s will be with us right into the middle of next week. But as far as tomorrow is concerned, 76 degrees for the high. That little warming will take place just ahead of that front on Friday, with the temperatures peaking out at 80 degrees. LaDon.
Thanks a lot, Basil. Well, today is recognized as the International Day of Happiness. It was established by the United Nations General Assembly on June 28, 2012. The International Day of Happiness aims to make people around the world realize the importance of happiness within their lives, and today that was quite evident right here at the Broadcasting Corporation.
So, of course, happy International Happiness Day to you and to yours around the world. But for me, happiness is always about doing the things that you love and that impacting other people. So happy Happiness Day.
Happiness is when you are feeling completely loved and you are in an environment where you can trust the people around you. You can be yourself. You can be open and honest with everybody, and happiness also equates to food.
Happiness means all the bills paid, school fees paid, mortgage paid, light bill paid. Ain't nobody calling to ask me where the money is. And I got a good relationship with the man.
Happiness is, well, when I held my daughter in my arms for the first time, and now that she's 4, going on 41, she comes to me and tells me that she loves me. And Daddy, I miss you, or Daddy, read to me, or whatever. She is life. She is. When everything's rough, I don't feel like doing what I want to do. She's more than enough motivation and inspiration. My daughter is everything.
What does happiness mean to me? Life in abundance to the full till it overflows. For me, just waking up in the mornings, the air that I breathe, just getting up and being able to do things for myself, not needing any assistance, and going to the restroom and all those good things, which we take for granted.
Well, that does it for the Bahamas tonight. The National Report from all of us here at ZNS. I'm LaDon Davis. Make it a great evening, everyone. Happy birthday to our very own Charles Fisher. Have a great evening.
You're watching the ZNS Network, the People's Station.